This young lady started researching BBL surgery at the age of 12 years old, and she got her first one done at 17. She ended up getting 3 BBLs and 2 breast surgeries total before the age of 25. Her parents paid $12,000 for her first BBL. Another young lady at 19 used money her mom saved for her to get a BBL that she now regrets. She admits that she did not do any research prior, but immediately after her surgery, she desired another BBL. She also let the doctor talk her into getting her breasts done as well. So how old should a person be for a surgery like a BBL? Should women wait until their brain is fully developed around the age of 25 years old? I want us to think about the subtle influences in our culture. And I will talk about an influence that existed among Black women and women of color that went under the radar. The music, movies, social media, and even sex scenes in books for young teens is very prevalent.
I read some reviews that some bitches had of my dolls, like, oh, Cardi B doll looks too grown. Look at her hips and look at her ass and look at the clothes that she's wearing. But if I'm making a doll that looks like me, right, of course she's gonna have hips, because a bitch Cardi is thick. I'm fucking thick. However, though, that's how I know bitches don't have daughters or don't have no kids. Because have you seen today's dolls, how they look? Have you seen how they look? Huh? Let me show you. This is how today's dolls look. Oh, this bitch body more better than mine. Look at her titties. No, this is her outfit. This is her outfit, and you complaining and talking shit about mine that is kids inappropriate. These is how today's dolls are looking.
Little story time from when my daughter was a little bit younger, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. There were these dolls called OMG dolls. I personally felt like these dolls, some of them, the outfits that they wore, in my opinion, seemed inappropriate, considering that it's a toy for a child. And some of the dolls had on kind of more like slutty outfits. Some of the outfits of the dolls were a bit scandalous, a bit risque. And also, the body types of these dolls appeared to be like sort of BBL-ish. One of the things that stood out was these dolls were popular also around the time during 2020 of the BBL epidemic. And so, sometimes my daughter would get these dolls for her birthday, so it wasn't like I purchased these dolls. I did purchase some. The dolls that I found more risque, typically it was because she would get those as a gift for her birthday and that type of thing. And I didn't really do a whole lot about it. I didn't really make a big deal out of it, but a friend reached out to me and mentioned that there was a doll, similar doll, who had on lingerie, or the doll appeared to have like lingerie type clothing. And that was when I realized, wow, okay, I'm not the only one who feels some type of way about these dolls. Later, I realized that apparently there was a community of parents who took issue to these dolls and with these dolls, and felt as though these dolls were too sexy for little girls to play with. Not only because of the doll's body type, but also the clothes that the dolls wore. The clothes were very mature and, again, risque, sort of scandalous type of outfits that I wouldn't wear, outfits that I probably wouldn't want to see my daughter wear, even when she's a teenager, kind of thing. And like booty shorts and like very, very short skirts.
You dip the doll in ice cold water, and it's supposed to have like secret clothing underneath it, but legit Isaac was making the dolls look like they're in lingerie. So that's a bit problematic, because it's like, okay, why you gotta make this little chubby baby sexy? Like, that don't make sense. And a lot of mothers were outraged, okay? But wearing the lingerie, looking like they're damn Savage Fenty ambassadors and shit, no. Okay, I don't need the toy to look like she's a affiliate with Savage X Fenty. I don't need that. The kids don't need it. I don't need it. Those dolls looking like them Nicki Minaj or Kim Kardashian. I shouldn't have to worry about in the near future. Is my daughter, you know, gonna feel less than for not having an ass? Thing is, okay, it's overkill. We hear it in the music, okay? We see it on TV. We see the imagery on TV of what it takes to be considered beautiful, right? The craze is ass and titties. My thing is putting it in the dolls. Like, at the end of the day, when all that shit was going down, you know, at least the kids could still be kids. My thing is, now that my frontal cortex is fully developed, you know, I can filter out certain things and I can make better decisions. So it just bothers me that a lot of people whose frontal cortex hasn't fully developed is going through with such a major scary surgery. It's just bothersome that these 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, like these young ass girls, lobbies are full at the plastic surgeon office. Like, it's sad for you guys to think that. It's just, regardless, it's an unrealistic standard of beauty that is just embedded in everyone's brains. The kids can't handle it. I think it's very detrimental for our kids to have dolls who look like Instagram thoughts. I'm sorry. I think it's unnecessary and it pisses me the fuck off.
Often this is passed off like, what's the big deal? Just a doll, you know, and like, kids are not gonna fixate on, you know, on this doll that much. That is kind of the perception. And I'm sweating. It's hot, but I'm getting some sun. So, and I would argue that, you know, I mean, when little girls play with dolls, they use their imagination. And so oftentimes they're imagining that they are the doll. And I do believe that can have an impact and an influence. And I'm not blaming the dolls, but we can't act like a little girl seeing a body type that's by and large unnatural for the average woman to have. You can't act like that doesn't have an impact on how she starts to feel about her body and other girls' bodies and so forth. And the second downfall of Black innocence has to do with the toys or the dolls that little girls are playing with, and the way these dolls are sort of maturing the girls faster because the dolls are dressed sexy. Now, granted, you can say, well, the dolls are not babies. You know, the dolls are maybe like supposed to be teenagers, and you know, you can argue that, well, there are real women who look like those dolls, like Cardi B was saying. You can also argue that, you know, it's just a doll. But although all those arguments may be legitimate, it doesn't take away the fact and the reality of, it doesn't take away the question of what is appropriate versus what is not appropriate for children.
Sis got more body than me. Like, look at this. The clothes, like kind of skimpy looking clothes, and look at the shape of the body. So that was kind of a concern. Look at this. Look at the nails. I don't know if you guys can see. She has like these stiletto fingernails. Can you see the nails? Look at the stiletto fingernails. So stiletto fingernails. I'm gonna take her clothes off so you will see that she does not have her clothes on. Look at this body. Just like, why? Look at it. Why do we need all that? And then this was the other thing that concerned me. My daughter, of course, you know, she's 5, so everything is kind of, you know, I don't know, just me. I just feel like that it's a little bit too much for little girls, just kind of exposing them to too much. And what they see is what they conceptualize and what they want to be like, what they want to look like, what they want to dress like. So it just brought kind of like, it was like a wake-up call for me to really watch the toys that I'm purchasing for her and make sure that they are appropriate, that they're sending the right message, that they are encouraging the right things and instilling in her what I really want to instill in her. And like I always say, this goes back to the television too. Watch the shows that your children are watching, because all of them are portrayed as children's shows, but all of them are not instilling and teaching our kids what we want them to be taught.
So comment below, let me know what you think about this topic. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the links in the description box and get to know what I do with my business, Curated Legacy LLC. I'm a coach and a consultant. I also offer a speaking service as well as mentorship. So join the Black and Invisible YouTube membership group and purchase my book about being an invisible Black woman on Amazon. If you feel compelled and if you would like to donate to my channel via Cash App, you can do that. The link is in the description. Also, if you want to donate right here on YouTube via Super Thanks, you can do that as well. And as always, hope you like my background. Hope you appreciate it. Seeing this beautiful scenery today. As always, stay tuned for more videos.